Episode 11, The Drowning Witch. The raven follows the prison wagon through the countryside. Crowe follows the raven. By evening, the wagon stops at a lonely cliff overlooking the sea. Just 6 soldiers, a priest, and a heavy iron coffin. Crowe watches from the rocks. The soldiers unlock the wagon. Inside, not a monster, a young woman, hands chained, barefoot, bruised, dark hair tangled by salt wind. She wears iron shackles etched with silver runes. Unlike everyone else, she looks directly toward Crowe's hiding place for 3 long seconds, then looks away. Impossible. She shouldn't know he's there. Crowe watches the priest begin speaking. He can't hear the words. Then, the woman smiles. Not at the soldiers, at Crowe. Quietly, she mouths 2 words. He thinks, Alias Crowe. Now Crowe had a choice. Walk away or lose the only person who knew his name. Curiosity won again. The familiar pattern unfolded. Alias Crowe disappeared. In his place, a stern man in city guard uniform and armor, the city seal upon his breast. The same official Crowe had watched at the western gate. Authority was often just another disguise. Crowe stepped into the open. Sergeant. The sergeant spun, hand to his sword. Captain? Crowe nodded. By order of the city council. The prisoner is now under my authority. The sergeant frowned. I received no such orders. Crowe didn't blink. Of course you didn't. Then Crowe removed a folded parchment from inside the spellbook. He never opened it. The sergeant never asked. People rarely questioned paperwork. They questioned confidence. You and your men will escort the wagon back. I will complete this with the priest. The sergeant saluted and gathered his men. The priest looked at Crowe and finally spoke. Tell me what this... Wait, we shall discuss this in private. The priest waited until the guards departed and were out of sight. Looking back at Crowe, he demanded, Tell me what this... Sleep. A pinch of sand drifted from Crowe's fingers. The priest's eyes widened, then collapsed silently onto the grass. Crowe listened. Only the waves. The soldiers were gone. The woman never looked away. He knelt beside the shackles. Silver runes circled every iron band. He traced one with a finger. Interesting. She watched him for a long moment. Crowe studied. Not the iron, the pattern. Every rune protected the next, until one didn't. He reached inside his coat. Thieves' tools. They're magic, she said. Crowe shrugged. They're still locks. Crowe finished the final symbol. He looked back at the shackles. He pressed. Click. The first shackle sprang open. The woman stared. How did you do that? Crowe shrugged again. They overcomplicated it. Crowe glanced toward the road. We should leave. She knelt beside the sleeping priest, removed his boots, slipped them onto her own bruised feet. I've had enough walking barefoot. She then led him down a narrow goat trail. Hidden beneath the cliff, a small weathered rowboat waited. They pushed into the surf. The cliff slowly disappeared behind them. Finally, the woman breaks the silence. You've had my token for 2 days. Crowe looks at her. What? The one that led you here. He reaches into the satchel. The wooden token. The one that refused to stay still. The moment he places it in his palm, it turns, not west, toward her. She smiles. Crowe studies the token. It belonged to you? He looks up. You were at the gathering. She hesitates. I wasn't truly one of them. I spent a year earning their trust. I was close. Then, someone stole 12 tokens. Everyone became a suspect. The Circle of Ash has members everywhere. They found me before I found what I was looking for. Crowe's eyes narrow. The tokens, each belongs to one member of the Circle. And you. She looks directly at him. Stole 12. Crowe slowly closes the satchel. I've made a mistake. She smiles. No. You made 12.